Nikki good looking. So he left her with me, said I'm fat and ugly. Well, good looking. I'm the oldest out of 6, baby. Son of Freddie B. You see the swag on that ball? I'm with it. It's gone down. Mommy love black. Super Bowl, Tom Brady, these birds, I come back. Man, the kin of me, storefront, and we at. I'm too heavy to be shopping at the Gap. She love my nano. Put your knees on, see he drive a Morano. Please stay in your lane, bro. I send them all around there. Bobby Pin flow, see I hold it down here. Get it? The attention is noticeable. Some of my songs, she could quote it for you. That's right. And just kick up is what you do. All the Desert Storm mixtapes, you ain't pick up on the clues. Nah, I gotta back out like a pickup. What you do? Text her things like pickup. Nigga, when I'm through. In an hour, you could come through. Mama love gold, though.
All right, everybody, welcome to the Jedi Sportscast, the force of sports betting. I am Sports Betting Jedi here with Podcast K. K, what's good?
It was good. It was good.
You know, it's been a minute since we've been together, back like we never left. Just a quick rundown of what's been happening. I did one show previously the other day. We went 1 for 4 on those plays, but, you know, I'm human. It happens. That's the first losing episode in the 12th episode show. So, you know, everybody should be up a lot of money. Quick rundown of yesterday, VIP, we hit at 9 o'clock in the morning, we hit a plus 900 golf play. So 100 paid $900 at 9 o'clock in the morning before everybody could even sit down and have breakfast. All right. Also at nighttime, we also hit the Cal Pitts anytime touchdown, 100 paid $220. Then we also played him for 2 touchdowns. He got that as well, 100 paid $2,000. So, you know, like I always say and tell everybody, you know, it's cool to be here and I'm glad you're all here tuning in. But the number one place you should always be is VIP, so you can get these massive plays where you can spend a little bit of money and flip it into some big bills. All right. So we got an action-packed show today. Of course, we're going to be dropping some plays, and then we got a couple of topics that we're going to want to run down. Also, I just want to say to everybody, thank you for all your feedback on the show. You know, it's much appreciated, and we're definitely taking all your comments into consideration. And I'm just very glad that you all are actually enjoying watching us two on camera. So with that said, Kay, the first topic today is going to be an all-time NBA roster clash. So if you had to build a 12-man roster playing against my 12-man roster, who would you pick on your roster? These are all going to be guys that are going to be in their prime, minus any injuries. We're just going strictly off talent. All right. So we did the coin flip off camera. You got tails. Are you going to go first? Or you're going to go second?
You can go first.
All right, cool. Make it easy for me then. I feel like I'm going to walk your team anyway, to be honest with you. So let's say, we're going to start with the point guard position. My point guard is going to be Magic Johnson, 6'8", Showtime. Just setting the floor for all the other guys I got coming, man. Magic Johnson, number 1.
Fair enough. I'm glad I let you go first because I didn't want that pick. I'm going to go with the greatest point guard of all time. We all watched it right in front of us. My first pick, Wardell Stephon Curry.
All right, cool. I like that. All right, so my backup point guard in this situation, another guy, 6'8", coming in the league at the time. He took the league over by storm. Everybody was looking at him as probably the second best player to Jordan at that time when he came out. So we're gonna go with Penny Hardaway, man.
Okay, yeah, I'm not mad at that. That's a good pick. Number 2 for me, it's gonna be Steve Nash, MVP Nash. Just to set the table for the rest of the killers I got loaded up on the squad.
I mean, I like it. I mean, you going with a small lineup, I'm going with a big lineup. So, you know, it could play out anyway. So, I mean, I like it. So for my shooting guard, I got to go with the Black Mamba, man. You know, one of my favorite guards, one of my favorite players of all time, but definitely one of my favorite guards of all time. Second thing to Jordan, no matter what, whether it's at the beginning or the end, that's the second thing to Jordan to me. So I'm going with Kobe.
Yeah, I wish I went first because Kobe's my guy. But I guess I'll take Mike. It's not the worst. It's not the worst second option. I'll take Mike.
It's not the worst second option, but I mean, somebody was gonna have to take him. I'll be honest. Even if I went second, I don't think I was taking Mike.
Yeah, Kobe's definitely better, my opinion. We can argue about it in the Discord. They're gonna have a lot to say.
They're gonna have a lot to say. Even in the comments, they're gonna have a lot to say. I think Mike is great. I think Mike is the number one. But we're talking about my roster, all right? I got a bunch of other guys that can do similar things. And to be honest, when we're doing stuff like this, and you're crafting a roster, and you can't use the same player over and over again, you got to assume these players aren't going to be available anyway. So I just cracked my own roster without Michael being an option. So for me, what'd you say?
Me personally, I don't think it's 1 and 2. I kind of think Mike and Kobe's 1A, 1B.
Yeah. I ain't mad at that. I agree. All right, so you took who'd you say you took? You took Mike? All right, cool.
I'll take Mike.
So now I'm going with my number one player all time, man.
Yeah.
I'm going with my number one player all time. I already no. No. But if you don't know, my number one player, the shooting guard position, and number one player of all time is gonna be Tracy McGrady. Another 6'8" guy. Literally could do anything and everything on that floor. At that time, he was looked at as probably the number one or the number 2 to Kobe in his prime. Averaging almost a couple of seasons, he averaged 30, scoring champion. I'm going Tracy McGrady, bro.
That's fair. For my backup position, I'm gonna go with a guy named Brandon Roy. Play down in Portland. The noise before Dame. Cold-blooded killer at the shooting guard position, Brandon Roy. Sad to see him go with the injuries and whatnot, but really, really talented scorer, scored in volumes. You impressed by that pick, man?
I was. I think you were going to go with it, honestly. He was going to be one of my reserve options.
Once you said we going with guys, injury-free at the ultimate peak, I said, oh, this is going to be good. I'm going with Brandon.
I like that. You stole that off one of my reserve lineups, man. I'm not gonna lie. But it's all right. I love that pick.
Only because it's dudes in the absolute prime, no injuries, man. I got it.
All right, cool. So we're off to the small forward position. That threw me off. I'm not gonna lie. That threw me off.
Who better to do it?
All right. Not many. All right. So we're gonna go to the small forward position. I feel like he's on my line. I gotta take him before you do. I'm going KD.
No problem. Okay. You know who I'm going with, man.
Cool.
I'm going with the king.
I figured that.
The GOAT, the greatest of all time, LeBron James.
I'm not mad at that. Another guy I wasn't gonna take. Between Mike and LeBron, those are two guys I just wasn't gonna take.
I just didn't want both.
I know. You definitely don't want both. You definitely don't. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna make a pivot here because I gotta go off of that Brandon Roy play. So we're going to take for my backup small forward is gonna be without injuries.
You took my
Grant Hill.
You took my pick.
Grant Hill. All right.
No injuries. You took
no injuries. We talk about another killer, 6 foot, 8, 6'9". Again, all these players I'm taking are we're supposed to either be the face of the league or right in competition with the league, the best player at that time.
Right.
And at that time, he was up there. He was supposed to be competing with Jordan at that time, coming out of Detroit. So I'm going Grant Hill, man.
No,
three-level scorer, man. Can't go wrong with that.
Now this is off the fly because honestly speaking, I had Grant Hill picked. Off the fly, just to counter something that Grant Hill got, I'm going with a healthy Kawhi Leonard. That's a good matchup. Like if we could have got to see Grant Hill match up with Kawhi Leonard at their top peak, Toronto Kawhi and Pistons Grant, I don't know who I'm going with, man.
No, that's good. That's another player you took off my list, man. It's another player you took off my list, but it's all right. I mean, I'm like an encyclopedia. I can find something else on the fly. You know what I mean?
Oh.
All right, cool. So I mean, that small forward lineup. If that small forward lineup is going to be, that would be a hell of a 2-on-2.
No,
Honestly,
for
that'll be
sure.
a hell of a 2-on-2. Even the the shooting guard matchups, those would be good 2-on-2s as well. A good 4-on-4.
Yo, is it too late to change your pick, man? I don't think I want Steve Nash no more.
Oh, because you see all the killers I got.
Yeah, give me Derrick Rose, man. Give me Derrick Rose.
All right.
That's the last change. No more changes.
All right, so I'm allowed to make one change then. But as long as you know I'm thorough, I didn't need a goddamn switch. All right.
Yo,
So here we go. We're gonna go to the power forward position. All right. I got a lot of flash and flair on the perimeter, a lot of high flyers. So I'm gonna keep it below the rim with this. All right. I'm gonna keep it with the big fundamental. All right. We're going with Tim Duncan. All right.
Jimmy G.
Tim
Yeah.
Duncan, probably arguably the greatest power forward of all time. No need no flash. He could pass out the post as well. Going to command a double team, and it's going to rebound for me because that's what I'm going to need. So we're going to go Tim Duncan.
Fair enough. A lot of people might not agree with this next pick. Not exactly the most star-studded name, but when it comes to the power forward position, I want a dog underneath the rim. I'm going with my man Zach Randolph, power forward position. Going Big Z. Going tough on there on anybody. He's going to go hard at everybody. I'm rocking with my man Randolph.
I like that I like that Zebo play. I don't think anybody would take that play. Honestly,
nobody's picking that.
Honestly, I don't think nobody would take that. As long as you weren't taking David West, I was about to be like, oh, you're about to get clipped.
I was going to take my guy, but as much as he's my favorite player, man, he can't tie no sneaks in this conversation right now, man.
He can't. I mean, that could have been a good reserve spot, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Even Big Shot Bob.
Yeah.
But nah, can't do it. Can't do it.
Who you got?
All right, like I said, this is the position where I'm just going to keep it strictly with finesse and skill.
That's it.
So I'm gonna go with Dirk Nowitzki here. 6'11", can play off literally everybody on my roster. I got 2 point guards that are gonna make sure they get him the rock as well. And he will get to that foul line. All right. And he has one of the most unstoppable shots in the NBA history. So I'm going with Dirk Nowitzki here.
Yes, that was my pick. But
should have went first, man.
It's a better pick. I'm gonna go with the big ticket. Kevin Garnett. Nobody on our rosters that we named is matching his energy. That's a great pick to round out the roster, toughen up guys like LeBron James. The big ticket.
Well, you already got Zebo, so I mean, what you mean nobody's gonna match that energy?
Cause y'all ain't gonna come in the paint with KG and Zebo in there, man. I mean, a lot of jump.
We gonna bring you out.
Bring us out. Only one that can't move is Zebo, but I can put everybody else around him that can move. Kawhi. Bron. Kawhi.
They stop in our mid-range game.
That's a bad shot.
How is that a bad shot?
This is a layup in 3 era. They don't take the middies no more, man.
Layup in threes. Every player I got is gonna bang it on somebody.
Nah, they ain't banging down there, and you still don't even know who I got at the rim.
You don't know who I got at the rim. You don't know who I got at the rim.
Who you got, Dallenberg?
No, I'm going with Michael Oliver Candy, the Candy Man.
Oh man, that's who you going with?
No, I was even thinking about Robert Tractor Trailer. I was gonna do that too, but I was like, I'm not gonna do it. All right, so let's stop joking around. All right, I'm gonna go prime Shaq, man. What you gonna do? You talking about people ain't coming down there? You ain't coming down there.
Just give me Wilt. We never seen it.
You want Wilt?
We never seen it, but we believe it. Give me Wilt.
That's fine. I'm gonna take this because I feel like you're gonna take it.
38.
The number one most unstoppable shot ever.
38.
And you ain't, huh?
38,000.
38,000. Give me Kareem.
Yo.
Give me Kareem, all right, as my backup center. All right, and it's crazy to even say backup center, but that's just my second center that I'm going to be using. It's going to be Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Scott Hook, absolutely nobody on Casey's team is even tall enough, except for Wilt, to even compete. He's going to go right through him. He's done that in his career already. I'm going with Kareem.
But if y'all think, I'm not even going to do that. I was going to take Hakeem Olajuwon, but I'm going to pay respects to this era. To round out my team, my opinion, the greatest center will go down as the greatest center of all time. For that last pick, I'm going with Nikola Jokic. Big man from Denver, the most skilled player you will ever see play the big man position. Can't jump on top of a phone book. Can't jump on top of the curb. Most skilled player we'll ever see. I'm going with Nikola Jokic. He's, can pass like Magic, could rebound like Shaq, and could score 30 like anybody else we ever seen. I'm going with Nikola Jokic, man.
I ain't got nothing to say about that. He might be the greatest center of all time. He might be the greatest center of all time.
The greatest center of all time, bro.
He just might be.
I still never seen him sprint.
He gonna have to sprint in this match. I'll tell you that though. He gonna have to sprint in this one because we will pick and roll his ass to death.
All right, so question, right? So when we get to these reserves, right? Are these bench players, or are these going to be anything?
Anything goes. It don't matter. It could be any position. It's just two. Remember, every NBA team has a 12-man roster. Yeah. So we just need 12. And they could be any position for wherever you want to plug in.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. So, oh man, for my first one, I feel like I'm gonna need a little bit more toughness down there. I'm gonna go Charles Barkley.
Okay, fair enough. My first pick off the bench, I want that Denver Nuggets, New York.
Melo?
Yeah, I'm going with that. Carmelo Anthony, first pick off the bench. Absolute dog. Undeniable bucket. Melo Anthony for me.
Okay, cool. I like that. And mine? You should already know where I'm going. The baddest white boy to walk the planet Earth, the basketball.
Luke?
No.
Ooh.
He's bad, but he ain't Larry Bird.
Oh, Larry Pigeon. Yeah.
We go with the bald eagle, Larry Bird.
Going with Larry Legend. Yeah.
I'm going with Larry Ledge. All right. What's your last pick?
My final pick is going to be Hakeem Olajuwon, the real Joe.
Yeah. I crossed Hakeem out. I have Hakeem here. I crossed him out. I like that. All right. So I'm gonna run down your lineup, and then I'm gonna run down mine. So you got Steph, D Rose, Jordan, Brandon Roy, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, Zebo, KG, Wilt, Jokic, Hoodie Melo, and Hakeem. All right. I like that roster, actually. So for mine, I'm going to go with Magic, Penny Hardaway, Kobe, Tracy McGrady, Grant Hill, which is the steal of the thing, Kevin Durant, Tim Duncan, Dirk Nowitzki, Shaq, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Larry Bird, and Charles Barkley. All right?
You want to know something funny about these two rosters? You put them in a game with a referee and 48 minutes on the clock, your team might win. But you put them in the play, and game is 32. We got that.
The 32?
Game 32 in the playground, no referees.
Who got it?
My team got that.
You're crazy.
My team straight up punky team. Straight up.
How? I got the. What you mean? I have two guys that shut it down at Rucker Park already.
What
you mean?
You got? KD.
I re-
KD shut it down in Rucker Park against pedestrians.
I have three guys actually.
Who else?
KD did it at KD did it at Dykeman too. Don't do that. I have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar where people were sitting on top of the building to watch Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Kobe. Kobe killed the EBC.
I love Kobe. I'm not gonna say anything bad about Kobe.
You can't.
KD is a mid. Who's KD without
What do you mean
Waddell?
he's mid?
Who's KD without Waddell? Let's talk about it.
He's KD in OKC.
That got nowhere. Got nothing
He's
done. He got nothing done, Golly.
what that mean? What that mean? He got nothing done. We're not talking accolades, Case. We're not.
Yeah,
We're talking skill.
I just got straight dogs, man.
You think Steph Curry's ankles is gonna go good on a playground court? Come on.
No, but I think his 30 points is gonna even out whatever Penny and them got to offer. Penny and Magic, what you give for Magic? A couple dimes.
Magic can score that pill too.
What Magic gonna do when D Rose got the rock? What
Case,
Magic gonna do when Curry is like this?
They're going on the block.
You gonna need a doctor.
You're gonna have to switch them out because they're gonna be on. I'm gonna get easy buckets. I'm gonna pull KG and Zebo out, and I'm gonna throw Magic or Penny down low and have them post up. They can play out the post. Every player I got can play out the post, Case. Every player I have.
All right, man. If you say
Every player. Who's gonna guard Penny? Nobody. They can't. None of your players can guard Penny on the perimeter.
self check.
Huh?
Penny can't shoot that three.
You're crazy.
Go ahead, shoot that rock, Penny.
Penny, you're crazy.
Penny, go shoot that rock. Go shoot that rock.
All right. Well, I don't know if you would win now to 32 in the park. Oh man, listen. LeBron's gonna fold in the park.
Maybe not. We got Kawhi for that. Kawhi face for any moment.
Yeah, but LeBron gonna go into hibernation.
What about Zach Randolph and KG? Maybe I'll sit LeBron for the park game.
KG and Zebo will do good in the park, and maybe not so much Dirk and Duncan in the park. Okay, I can give that. But what you gonna do with Barkley in the park?
I got Zebo's canceling that, man.
Zebo's not canceling no Barkley. I don't care what Zebo's done. He's not canceling Barkley.
Zebo gonna want to fight, man.
And so will Barkley. Barkley fought Shaq. He lost. He lost.
I think Shaq lost that.
I don't know. But listen.
Kobe gonna do that. Yeah, Charlie Wood.
I don't need Kobe to fight. I don't need Kobe to fight. I got my fighters on the squad already.
All right, man.
And I'm not gonna even say what Magic gonna do.
All right, man.
Yo. All right, let's get to our picks for tonight. So what's your first pick for the day? Only one pick right now.
First pick for the day: Chicago Bulls versus, I believe, the Hornets. Nikola Vucevic hasn't been rebounding well, but I think this is the perfect matchup for him to get those rebounds. His line is actually down to 8.5. I'm gonna take him for 8, but I'll ladder him all the way up to 10.5. So my first pick is going to be 8 rebounds for Nikola Vucevic out in Chicago.
All right, cool. I like that. So for me, my first play is going to be we're going to go to the Philadelphia 76ers game. We're going to look at Joel Embiid. We're going to go to points, all right? So make sure your sportsbook has this bet, because if it doesn't, then you're going to have to make a pivot or you're going to have to leave this play off, all right? So for me, my first bet is going to be Joel Embiid for 6+ points in the first quarter. All right. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're going to play. So the first play set of plays is going to be Nikola Vucevic on the Chicago Bulls for 8 rebounds exactly. And then it's going to be Joel Embiid for 6+ first quarter points. All right. We're going to be right back. Next up, we're going to be talking about the Knicks trying to get Giannis. All right. Mm-hmm. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. We're gonna have to find a longer commercial or something. That's what we're gonna have to work on next. But right now, so I don't know if you've seen this, but a lot of talks right now in regards to Giannis. They're saying the Knicks are trying to get Giannis. Everybody online is basically glamoring at the fact that the Knicks could get Giannis. What do you think? You think it's even worth it for the Knicks to get him?
I mean, what do you have to get? The problem is not getting Giannis. Well, what do we lose trying to get him? I like Cat. I don't get me wrong. I do think Giannis is the better player, but what I think Cat brings to the table is the ability to stretch the floor. I think having a player like Giannis will make it tougher on Brunson to get in the lane because they can kind of sag off him. You look at the Knicks roster now, with that starting five, especially with Josh Hartman shooting the ball, that paint is open. You get a player
Absolutely.
that shrinks everything, making it a lot harder for the other guys. Even harder for guys like Mikal Bridges, who's been knocking that mid range down. Um, the court gets a lot smaller with Giannis instead of Cat. But if we get Giannis as a New York Knicks fan, I won't be mad.
Yeah, yeah. It'll be great to see Giannis in New York. However, I mean, the Knicks are second in the East right now. The East is wide open. I don't really see a reason to break up this nucleus right now just for the sake of getting Giannis. I mean, if anything, if you're going to trade Miles McBride and that's going to get it done, do that shit right now because I'm not a Miles McBride fan anyway. Get rid of him. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't even think that he has much value outside of the Knicks anyway. But that's definitely a pick that you're going to have to package up. But do you really want to get rid of Cat for that? Because I don't think I necessarily want to get rid of Cat right now, at least just off of what he's doing. I mean, he's averaging 22 and 12,
Yeah, he's rebounding
something like that. Like I mean, the only thing with Cat is he just makes these stupid fouls, man. Like the fouls he makes are just so stupid.
Yeah.
So I can understand why you want to get rid of him, but it's just he stretches the floor. They say he's arguably the best shooting big man of all time. I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, from three maybe, but shooting, I mean, that incorporates a whole lot, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't think that move makes. I don't even know if it makes the Knicks better because you're gonna have to either get rid of, if not one or two between Cat and Bridges, if you're gonna make this work. We're not even talking about the money. So in order to make it work, you're gonna have to make the money work.
I'll be honest. Milwaukee's probably not taking. There's no one piece that they're gonna trade for Giannis.
No, hell no.
Yeah,
and then I don't even think the Knicks have enough value in draft picks to even to send a whole load over there.
Exactly. Yo, that was wild. Yeah, they're definitely looking for some type of package deal. And I think this is a situation where we can easily give up too much. Throwing Cat is probably not going to be enough. They're probably going to want Cat, maybe Clarkson, McBride, or
they're not going to want Clark. They're going to want Mitchell Robinson too.
Robinson, Hart and Mitchell Robinson. That's like some of the potential packages that I could see. I don't really want to give up Josh Hart. It's the heart. When I think of New York Knicks right now, in terms of heart and soul, it's one guy.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like
absolutely.
Oh, but like as far as New York style of basketball, toughness, heart on that squad, really Josh Hart.
No, I agree. I mean, he's definitely untouchable. I mean, I don't care if it took Mike Brown a long time to give him a lot of playing time. I don't care what Mike Brown thinks of him. He's untouchable. All right, like you really can't. You have no other playmakers outside of Jalen Brunson anyway. So getting rid of him would just be stupid. You also got the Knicks. I would also think about who they're going to probably be getting in return because I don't want Jericho Sims back at all. I can't watch it. I can't watch Young M.A. play ball over here again. I just can't do it. All right.
So honestly, that's another topic. Like, I don't know. Like, was Mike Brown watching last season? What took us so long to get Josh Hart some minutes? I'm like so confused by it.
Well, they come in with their own philosophy. He thinks he's coaching Golden State. To be honest with you, I mean, and I get it because they're shooting a lot of threes. They're producing, but I mean, to not have Josh Hart playing a lot of minutes
on that roster.
But I mean, the one thing we gave flack to Thibodeau was because he did play them a lot. He ran them into the ground. So by the time we got to the playoffs, they were all dead. But I mean, it's early in the season to not even be playing him, and you got Tyler Kolek playing, who I think is good. He's good.
Really good. Really good.
He's good. He's good. He definitely shouldn't be traded either. That's why you should easily be able to get rid of Miles McBride because you got Tyler Kolek. But I just don't understand the logic in not playing Josh Hart that much. But now he's starting to get it. So
I remember like looking at the stats early on in the season and seeing Josh Hart grabbing like 3 or 4 rebounds, 2 points, and 1 or 2 assists. And I'm just like, yo, this is a dude that's triple double watch every night a season ago. Like, what are we doing? I mean, every coach got their philosophy, what they think works. It seems like he's come to terms with it, and Hart is doing Hart things.
I got a question. Is there any other player on Milwaukee that you would want on the Knicks if they were to trade for the Knicks? If the Knicks would make that trade, though,
I'll take AJ Green, the shooter.
Yeah, I like AJ Green because the Knicks need
Kevin Porter. Let's get Kevin Porter. We'll give you guys.
That's what I was gonna say.
Clarkson, McBride, and take Mitchell Robinson.
But I don't think they're gonna give up that because I don't think they're gonna give up that for at least for just Mitchell Robinson and Clarkson. I mean, Clarkson is not. I don't even think Clarkson is a player that the Knicks should even get rid of, only because he brings instant offense off that bench. He's already a known 6-man type player that he could just come off the bench and fill it up. So I don't think the Knicks should get rid of that, in my opinion. But I mean, if you're gonna get a playmaker like Kevin Porter Jr. In return, that might make sense. I just worry about his health, to be honest with you. But when healthy, he's one of the he can fill it up.
Yep.
I mean, he just had a triple double last night.
I'm seeing that right now.
So, and it's crazy because I was going to take him, but then I was like, I was just focused on other things. So I talked myself out of it. But Kevin Porter Jr. is definitely one of those guys that I do like. But I don't think that roster, other than AJ Green, is worth it. But I do think that Milwaukee has conceded to the fact that they're not going to win anything, even in the relative future. So I think the rebuild is real right now. So they might be willing to unload a bunch of things for Giannis. So all right, we're on to the next play. What you got?
Next play, Michael Porter Jr., who we've been rolling with. I'm going to take him. His line's at 24. I'm going to take him 20 points. Also going to take him for 3 threes. Either or. They're playing Dallas tonight. It doesn't even matter who they're playing at this point. He's the only offense on that team. Until Cam Thomas gets back, I'm going with Michael Porter every night. You can't go wrong with him. He's going to get the attempts. If he doesn't get it, as a gambler, as a bettor, I just pick the guys that I know are going to take the chances. I know he's going to get the shots up. He's been hot. I think it's a good pick. Michael Porter, 20 points or 3 threes. Can't go wrong. Cash it.
I like that. So I'm gonna keep it at another 20-point play. We're gonna keep it in that same game. I think he goes way beyond this, but I'm gonna go Anthony Davis for 20+ points. His line is at 22.5 right now, so you might want to hurry up and steal that at 20 points. That should be like minus 180. Definitely go and get that. He's going to be one of the focal points on the offensive end, and to be honest, there's nobody on the Brooklyn Nets that can compete with him. So I just look for the volume as well. Like Kay said, he's going to get it. He should get to 20 points. That should be easy. So just to run it down again, it's going to be Michael Porter Jr. for 20+ points and Anthony Davis for 20+ points. All right. So just stay tuned. We got one more topic left, and we'll be right back after commercial break. All right.
Sure.
All right, we're back like we never left. So last topic, we're coming to the final stretch of the NBA Cup, man. I think the lineups are the Spurs and the Thunder and the Knicks and the Magic. Looking at it right now before it starts tomorrow, who you got winning this NBA Cup?
Um, Oklahoma City Thunder. Not only are they winning the Emirates Cup, they're winning the NBA championship. They're about 15 to 16 points better than any other team in the NBA. They're hitting 25 threes a night. Their star players going for 30. Their co-stars going for 30. Nobody's beating them. They're on a 16-win streak. Easily stretches throughout 20. Um, that's a bad young mob.
No, I agree. I mean, I'm not gonna take them to win the NBA Cup though.
Yeah.
I'm just not. I'm gonna take a wild one with this one.
Orlando.
So I'm gonna go with the Spurs on this. I'm gonna go with the Spurs on this. I think the Spurs got enough momentum to get it done. They got enough young legs to keep up with them, minus Harrison Barnes, but he brings that veteran presence, NBA champion as well, and he's shooting the three ball at a high clip this year. They're finally getting a little bit healthy. They got Stephon Castle back, Dylan Harper's back, and he's looking like one of the better rookies when he's on the floor. I think they got a good shot. I mean, they have to win this next game, but if they do win this next game, I don't see the Knicks beating them. I don't see the Magic beating them with them being without Franz Wagner. So, again, like the smart play would say the Thunder to win, but I'm a betting man. There's no money in the Thunder, and I like a risk that makes sense. Out of all the teams, this is the one risk that does make sense. So I will take the San Antonio Spurs here.
Yeah, out of the four teams, that's the best matchup hands down. In terms of just matching the style of play, the youth, the legs, that's not a bad pick. Out of the other three teams, it would be them to knock them off.
Right, and then on top of that, Wemby is still carrying that questionable tag. So it's always a game time decision depending on how he's feeling or what they want to do. So until we know whether he's fully out or if he's probably going to be in and probably out, it's still a possibility. With that possibility, we're going to go with the game changer as well. But again, they got Shea Alexander, the best player in the league right now. So it's going to be hard to go against that. But if you don't have money on the Thunder before the tournament, there's no reason to put money on them now. You're gonna have to lay big bucks just to make $100. So I just think it's stupid to even.
Yeah, definitely.
If you're betting on it, if you're just looking at it as who's gonna win it, of course, you could just go that route. But if you're gonna be spending money and you're putting money on that, if you're not balling, it just makes no sense. Sit this one out if you're not going.
Especially if you're going after money line, you're just wasting your time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Taking a risk on a spread, there's no value. That's how much better they are than everybody. To answer what we said earlier,
Yeah, no, they're light years better than everybody. What, they 24-1 right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're probably gonna end up
24-1, and the team that beat them is the Portland Trailblazers. So Spurs might do it.
And that's what I'm saying. So it's just like
very similar roster too in terms of the youth. And
that's what I'm saying. They got who they got over there. They got Isaiah Joe. He's really good. He's good. But Devin Vassell, they're like the same player, but Devin Vassell is a little bit more legitimate than Isaiah Joe. So
he's been doing it a little longer.
He's been doing it a little bit longer, and he's got that factor in him, man. I like Devin Vassell over there. Keldon Johnson's been playing really well as well. And then another guy over there that does play well no matter what, and he will compete. He's definitely not one of the softer players in the league. Kelly Olynyk, he's gonna fill it up, and he could. This is the guy that nobody would ever expect, but he could get a triple double any given night, especially with no Wemby in there. So I just think that they match up well enough to play it in the open court with OKC. That's just my thinking on it.
Oh, yeah, I agree. For sure.
So with that being said, maybe even put a few dollars on the Spurs to win it, just in case, or at least to make it to the to at least win this next game. They'll probably be like plus 300 or probably plus 300 or something like that. So I would jump on that right away. But for me, I don't have any more plays to give them. I mean, everything else is going to be VIP. I got a couple plus 360s in there, a couple plus 400s, a couple plus 650, and I'm not even done for the day. So, but.
Another great episode. A lot of winnings in here, a lot of value in here, a lot of winnings in here. But if you want that money, You know what it be.
Absolutely. We got big UFC tomorrow. We got a huge slate of college basketball over the weekend. I think we got over 150 games being played tomorrow alone in college basketball. I could be mistaken, but somewhere around there. We got NBA tomorrow, NHL, UFC. Tennis comes back next week, so I know you're excited for that. I'll be looking forward to that as well. That should be some easy money before Christmas. And then we got an action-packed Sunday with NFL, women's college basketball. There's a women's college basketball game on Sunday that I'm looking forward to. Texas is playing. I think they're playing Iowa State, where they got that girl.
Big girl, yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that game. I think it comes on at like 2:00 or 1:00 or something like that. I'll be watching that as well. So again, also everybody, I hope you liked our first topic of the day. In the comment section, let us know whose roster you got winning.
You can put your own roster.
You can even put your own roster, but if you're gonna put your own roster, you need to write down everybody that Podcast K picked, everybody that I picked, and you cannot use them again. All right.
Sure.
Those are players that cannot be used again. I tried to give everybody a layup with Jordan and all that, because usually these are guys that we don't normally even talk about anyway. But if you do leave a roster, it's going to be a 12-man roster, 2 for each position, and then when you get to your last 2 of the picks, they can be from any position, but you cannot use any other plays that of the guys that have been used already. If they are, your comments will just be ignored and deleted because you can't follow directions. And that's another thing too. And when you do get into VIP, just follow directions. All right. If you know you don't normally follow directions, this is the time for you to start preparing yourself to learn how to follow directions, because if you want to make money, that's the only way I can help you. And that's the only way I want to help you. All right. So any last words, Case?
No, that's it for me, man. Let's get this money tonight, guys.
Yo, let's get it. All right. So everybody, like we always say here on this show, risk is a down payment to success. If you don't take risk, that's where you're going to be stuck at. That's where we're going to leave you at. All right. We out.